Welcome to episode 11 of my knitting podcast. So every time I knit with this, my hands get stained with purple. Oh wait, Wilfred, we match! Look! I'm kind of at the age where everyone's getting married and having babies. Why are we all growing up so fast? I still feel like a kid. My name is Cindy. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm so happy to see you here. I am back today because I haven't posted in like 2 months or a month and a half because life has just been so tough recently for me. Like, I've just been dealing with too much and I wasn't in the right headspace to film or even knit, so really I didn't have that much to update you guys in the past month and a half to 2 months, but things are calming down now and I'm feeling a little bit better. I feel like I'm kind of in a better headspace and mental space to film and knit. So yeah, we're back and hopefully this will stay. And of course I have Wilfred here. This is a very rare occurrence, okay? Like, Wilfred has not been in this bed for a really long time. I don't know what it is with cats. It's like sometimes they like something and then they'll like completely forget about it for half a year and then they'll go back to it like after that. He just had his breakfast and that's why he's having a full bath right now, and I think he's about to take a nap. Oh wait, Wilfred, we matched! Look! I'm also black and white today. That's kind of funny. I didn't even notice that. Okay. Anyway, I am wearing the Haru vest, which I fixed, and let me just sit up to show you guys. It is really cute. It is a really good layering piece. Like, you can wear it on top of a long sleeve t-shirt like what I have right here. And yeah, it keeps you really warm. I really like this. It's so funny that Wilfred and I are matching. I didn't even plan for this, but look at us. We're matching. Okay, let's get started on this knitting podcast. And of course, as per usual, I'll be doing FOs, whips. Oh my god, I don't even remember what the order was because I haven't done it in so long. Okay, I'm gonna do FO, whips, yarn acquisition, and then knitting plans. I think that was the right order. I can't believe I've forgotten the order. This is how long I've been out of it. Anyway, let's get started. I have one FO and it is this bag right here. I talked about it a while ago where I bought this thick yarn from AliExpress. Actually, I didn't even cut the yarn yet. Like, I still kept it in here. I should really cut the yarn and finish this off, but I've just been too lazy. This yarn I bought off of AliExpress and it was, I don't know, like $20. I don't really remember, but basically I followed like one of my favorite YouTubers video. Her name is like Amy or Ame, A-M-E Life. She had a video where she was teaching us how to knit these bags with this really thick yarn, and I followed it. I knew I wanted to make it because it just looks so cute, and I decided on this bright coral color. I don't have anything bright and warm in my wardrobe, so I just wanted to kind of try something new, and I really like it because it makes me happy when I look at it. It's so bright and pretty. I did film a video of me working on this, but I don't know if I want to upload it because I was just talking a lot about like my feelings. It was kind of like a therapy session and I don't know if it's too much, so yeah, I'm kind of hesitant to post it. But if you guys are interested, or if you guys kind of like to talk about your feelings as well, then let me know and I might post it. I don't think I'll wear it out, but I think I'm gonna use this as a project bag because I like the idea of like putting one project in here and then just like carrying it around the house. So that's what I'll probably use it for, but I don't think I'll use it for an actual purse because I'm just not confident and brave enough to wear something this bright outside yet. Like, I am not like a very standout person and I get shy very easily, and I feel like if I wore this out, I might just run back home. But yeah, I might use it as a project bag at home. Alright, let's start with the Biskrem sweater mini. I think this is the mini version. Yes, because it's for baby. I think they have a mini, a junior, and an adult version. And this one here is actually knitted for my boyfriend's nephew. He is, how old now? Like 7 months? Turning 8? I don't remember. But I made this in a size 1-year-old because they grow so freaking fast. I started this like early January and I'm still knitting on this, so it's been a month or so. The fact that the color work is like so small here is kind of scaring me. It almost looks like a corset, and I don't know how how this is gonna work. I hope it fixes itself when it blocks. This sweater calls for DK weight on 4mm needle. Because I'm using my favorite baby yarn from Sandnes Garn, it is definitely not DK. It's more like sport weight, and it's definitely not as heavy as it should be for this sweater. Like, the gauge on this sweater is so big, and I don't know how they got it. It's 20 stitches by 40 rows. I'm like, how am I gonna get 20 stitches by 40 rows on sport weight yarn? I feel like that's not achievable for me, especially for me, because I knit so tightly. So I did try to double it up and knit it like 2 strands together, and I did meet gauge, but the problem was it became too thick. I didn't feel like it was the right feeling for a baby sweater, so I like it a lot with only 1 strand, but of course I'm not gonna meet gauge. So what I ended up doing was I sized up on the body here. I used like 4.5mm for the shaker ribs portion, and then on the body I did the same thing, just to make it a little bit bigger. Obviously I was still not meeting gauge using 4.5mm on a sport yarn. I ended up just knitting the 3 to 4 year size. So because I did these 2 things, I feel like I am now kind of at the 1-year-old correct sizing, if that makes any sense at all. This is definitely something I've never done before, but I feel like it's kind of working. And I also made some tweaks along the way, where if they're like, oh, knit to this length, then I would follow the length of the 1-year-old sizing, but the stitch count would be matching the 3 to 4 year old size. My camera ran out of battery, sorry if the angle is a little bit changed, but yeah, anyway, I feel like just looking at this looks like the right size for him. It's a little bit big for him right now because he's only 7 months and he's like a tiny baby, but I definitely think he can grow into this. I would also say, like, this is my first official time doing color work. I've done, like, I mean, I don't even know if I should count a color work for the Emirisu like M-Cow shawl, just because for that one I didn't really have floats or anything, but this is definitely like you have to manage the floats, and I feel like I'm not very good at that yet. I'm very new to color work and I definitely have to practice some more, but I feel like they're way too tight. Please give me some tips if you have any. The body was knitted on 4.5mm, but the sleeves I actually upsized it to 5mm because when I saw the body I got a little scared and I was like, why is this so tight? Even now I think it's really tight, but the sleeves, after like changing it to 5mm, it feels like, I don't know, it looks a little bit better, a tiny bit better. My first time knitting color work like this, so I'm glad I got to test it on a baby piece instead of like an adult piece. This is knitted on all leftover yarn, by the way. Like, the dark green is what I used for my camisole number 5, and the light green is what I used for my pearl cardigans, so nothing here was newly purchased, and I just really like that. I'm like really excited for him to wear this, and because our winter here in Toronto is definitely a little bit pushed back. Like, I feel like we get more snow in February, March, and then it kind of starts becoming warm again in like May, really. Like, April's kind of weird. I think you'll still get a few months of wear. Ideally, I would have finished this before January, but you know, things happen. I have like too much going on, so it's okay. He will still at least get 2 to 3 months wear of it if I finish by March. I definitely think by next year he might be too big, but I definitely think I'll get passed on though, because like a bunch of family and friends are like having babies right now. I'm kind of at the age where everyone's getting married and having babies, and it's scary, okay? Like, why are we all growing up so fast? I still feel like a kid. Hopefully I'll show you guys the FO next month. Let's move on now to my second whip, and this is the back yoke sweater, which I am doing a knit along with Maggie and Tar. I am so excited about this. Tar, Maggie, and I have decided to, oh my god, I just have like, this is like such a mess right now. I have so many things tangled up. This is crazy. Tar, Maggie, and I are knitting this back yoke sweater together, and oh my god, I'm so excited. And it's funny because we all chose like blue purple colors without realizing. We just ended up in the same general color family. I'm purple, and you guys should go check out Tar and Maggie's Instagram and see what color they're knitting. I will definitely put their Instagrams below, so please go take a look. But I am using this yarn right here, and this yarn is exactly what they suggested in the pattern, and I don't usually do that. Like, I feel like I'm trying to get rid of so much yarn all the time that I don't always follow what they suggest. But yes, I am using the Gilliatt in the color Aster, and I just think this is so pretty. There was a reason why I chose this, and that is because a couple months ago, like, wait, I can't even say couple months, like, it's been so long. It's been like over half a year. So not just a couple months, but half a year ago, Tara and I decided to meet up and dye some yarn together. And one of the yarn that I dyed looks like this. How pretty. I was originally going for a periwinkle color, and as you can tell, I completely failed because this looks purple. But I still absolutely love it. I really wanted to use this yarn for the sweater, but I definitely needed a thicker base, otherwise I wouldn't meet gauge. So I decided to pair it with Aster. And as you can see here, this is an absolute perfect pair. It is so pretty. I'm so happy it all worked out. The gauge for this one is 19 stitches by 27.5 rows, and it's recommended for sport weight. Like, I would never reach that with sport weight. I'm just gonna tell you guys that now. I feel like that is pretty large gauge for me. So what I did was I upsized my needle as usual. Like, I feel like you guys don't even need to hear me say that anymore. Like, you guys can just always assume I upsized my needle. They suggest 4mm, but I'm using 4.5mm, so that's just what I do all the time. And this is what the fabric looks like. Like, it looks so pretty. You guys know I really like to play around with yarn and the colors of yarn and just like trying out different combinations together, and this one I would definitely say is a win. Oh, there's cat hair on it. I'm sorry if you guys saw cat hair earlier. There's just cat hair everywhere now. Here's the swatch that I swatched up. It should really be the same. Let me see if there's cat hair on this one. I don't want to show you guys cat hair again. I'm sure there will be though. But yeah, this is the swatch I knitted up. It's just one of those things where you don't notice it until you come close to the sweater, and when you notice it, you just really, really appreciate it. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I am knitting the back yoke still. Like, I've been working on this for a while now, but I just haven't had any time for my hobbies the past 2 months, and I've just been so sad about that. But now I'm slowly feeling like things are kind of falling into place, and now I have more time allotted to actually doing what I really like and enjoy. I'm just really glad that I'm slowly getting my hobby time back. So I worked on the back yoke, and I also did a little bit of the back, and now I'm working on the left shoulder. If you guys can imagine it properly, like, this is what it looks like right now. I think I should move it back a little bit, but yeah, I'm working on the left shoulder right now. I know it's a little hard to imagine because it's like curling up on itself, but this is how it looks now. Really, really pretty color. And also, I don't have anything in this color, both in my knitted wear and also my normal closets, so I'm very excited to add purple to my wardrobe. That was one of my 2025 goals, which was to add more like purples and pinks and warmer colors to my wardrobe, because right now it's just white, black, gray, green, blue. That's it. That's it. There's nothing red and nothing pink. So, except for like this one Uniqlo fleece that I own in coral, which I guess kind of falls in that category, but other than that, like, I don't really have purples other than, oh, I do have a cumulus blouse in purple, but yeah, generally I don't have like pinks and purples, and I really want to move more towards that like warmer color family. Guys, y'all have to follow me on Instagram to see my updates, so definitely check out my Instagram. One thing I do have to mention about this is that I didn't wash the yarn properly. Like, I don't know what happened, but this time around I didn't rinse out the dye properly. So every time I knit with this, my hands get stained with purple. It's not that bad. Like, if I keep knitting for an hour, I will definitely have like a layer of purple on my hands. But this is non-toxic dye, and like, it washes off so easily. All I have to do is use some soap and like just scrub it, and it comes off. But it is kind of annoying, and for that reason I don't think I'll be knitting this on the train. That is one thing that I should have done better, and now I know to always wash my dyed yarn better, so I'm not in this problem again. I feel like this could be a pretty fast knit if you just knit it on its own. It's not a difficult knit at all. You could easily do it like while watching TV or something. Alright, my FO, my whips are done. Let's talk about yarn acquisition. I did buy some yarn. A lot of this I put in the order before the New Year's, but because of the Canada Post strike and everything like that, I didn't get a chance to receive it and show it to you guys. So the first thing I want to show you guys is this Baby Merino by Drops. I heard about their baby yarn and I just want to try it out because you guys know I love the Sandnes Garn baby yarn, and I just want to try out other baby yarns from other brands. This one here is the lavender, and here's the color 25. And here is the other color number 3. This is like a really soft yellow, which I think is really pretty for spring. And I do want to hold this together with the yarn I bought in Japan, the Emery Sue hand-dyed Trex, so that's why I purchased this. I don't really have anything particularly planned for this one, but Rui Yamamuro did actually knit her pearl cardigan in a similar color, so that's what really inspired me to buy this. And I just think this is a really pretty color in general. I did buy this yarn from Knitting Loft as well in the color Quartz. It's the Ulyss, and I think it's such a pretty color. It's like this really beautiful soft rosy pink. I guess it should be quartz pink, not rose pink, because the name is Quartz, and yeah, I just find it so pretty. I do want to knit the Cassini sweater in this, and I have another yarn that I have in stash that I want to hold it together, and I think it would be the perfect yarn for the Cassini sweater. I had to go get the yarn, but here it is. I feel like this would be a very good pairing. Like, they're both this really soft pink slash grayish. Like, there's some gray fibers in both of them, so I felt like it would be perfect together, and I do want to knit the Cassini sweater in it. I feel like I don't own a lot of girly sweaters, and I feel like the Cassini in these two would kind of satisfy that. Like, are you kidding? Like, I feel like it would look so cute because the Cassini does have little frills on the side here, and having it in pink would just be adorable. This is something I am planning to knit once I finish the Biskrem sweater. Alright, that's about it, I think. I talked about my FO, my whips, my yarn acquisition, knitting plans. Like, honestly guys, I'm just trying to get through my current whips. I do want to just finish this and then knit on the Cassini after, but I don't have anything immediate. I do need to knit my boyfriend's sweater, but we couldn't figure out what yarn to use yet still, so that is to be continued, but that is going to be something I'm gonna knit this year. I'm very happy that Wilfred actually stayed with us the whole video. I'm surprised about that. Alright, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Definitely tell me what you guys have been knitting in the comments below. Let's have a chat. I miss talking to you guys so much. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!